Andrew Marsh, 212 May Street in Worcester. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, I rise to speak in opposition to Agenda Item 11O. Any argument for reverting the design of Mill Street back to its original design, where reckless drivers could practically treat it like a freeway, where simply asking to share the road with pedestrians and bicyclists was an unacceptable infringement to motor vehicles, why, it is unfounded, unsubstantiated balderdash of the highest order. For this council to take all the hard work of everyone involved and unilaterally decide to toss it out with the kitchen sink just because some people refuse to adapt to the new rules of the road and share it with everybody else, to believe they can micromanage every single road design project in this city and still have an efficient, functioning government, is the pinnacle of arrogance. I have driven down Mill Street before, and I have felt infinitely safer with the redesigns than I did without them. My dad, who doesn't even live in this city, has adapted to the new rules of the road just fine. If he can do it, so can everyone else. This design has led to a flourishing of alternative methods of travel from walking to biking. This order is a piece of garbage that deserves to be lodged in a sewage pipe until it dissolves. And this council should reject it wholeheartedly so we can continue to enact safer streets for the city of Worcester, where the road belongs to all of us and where everybody has a safe way to get around. It's time to stop blaming the road and instead hold drivers accountable for reckless, obstinate behavior. I yield back the balance of my time.
David Webb, Worcester. First and foremost, 8V, 20 million from the school budget, 163 people laid off, entire programs uncertain. This is why things are hidden in attachments. Let's not waste much time on Councillor Bergman's current special interest. Just because he's fixated doesn't mean we need to be. No on the silly waste of time 10D and 11O. Yes on 10H, get us a report on if the Department of Inspectional Services is even able to perform an inspection every 5 years. Yes on 10K, get us information on efforts being made to address wage gaps in the city. Yes on 10O, get a report on why employees leave the city of Worcester when providing exit interviews. Why is this not already done? Yes on 11A, yes and on 11B. Let's prioritize crashes at Park and Mill Street and Newton Rotary instead of wasting time on Mill Street. Yes on 11C, invite CMHA to discuss evictions in the city. Yes on 11D, get a report on human rights complaints related to landlord-tenant issues. Yes on 11F, have the Finance and School Committee meet to avoid issues like 8V. Yes on 11H and I and G, holistic safety initiatives and arrest diversion strategies for the city's youth. Yes on 11J, information on if ShotSpotter has any useful impact. Since I have an extra 45 seconds, I'd like to take it to emphasize that we should focus on things like science and logic and data and not listen to Councillor Bergman's fear-mongering.
Excuse me, that's on the call for. Next speaker, please.
The fear-mongering is worth acknowledging. Other people have.